A touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now
blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They start to drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Leopard! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans Saints territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen Samuels, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gun. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A give to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The give is to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson, 64 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Gostkowski for the point after. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun now on third down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about How much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Noah Spence with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And down he'll go at the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
No, check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Leopard!
This is Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Ooh, with a juke. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So out come the Bucs now. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mahomes now on first down, and that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Try it here. He's back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Hill running right through it. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll run it with Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. third down. Here's Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. On first down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Lavonte David, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel
rush coming, and he's taken down. Noah Spence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, here we go.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick, one of the up middle. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was that all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now, cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now.